Bingo. We last
Yeah.
left off with you sort of on the ground as a woman with goat horns reached down to you, attempting to whisper something in your ear, but whatever she said was so mind-numbingly intense. It broke your mind. It's almost like your ears heard something, but your mind couldn't comprehend it.
Yeah.
And Bingo sort of blacked out. And as he's blacked out, somebody kind of nudges him away. And he wakes up. And he is on stage at a what looks like a talk show, as a woman who's interviewing him goes, "And thank you, everybody, thank you." And I have to say, everyone is very excited to meet you, Bingo. There's a whole audience clapping, cheering. I mean, everyone is excited to meet the world's greatest thief.
Oh. Well. I mean, that is true. I am the world's greatest thief. Who? Bingo doesn't want to look stupid, so even though he doesn't know what's going on, he's actually just going to play along.
So,
be like, oh
Bingo,
yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be here.
We're all very excited to have you. So after you saved the world and became CEO of Elysium Financial Holding, what do you have planned next?
Well, that's a good question, because all my life, all I've wanted to do was steal from other people, But once you've stolen so much and achieved the status of greatest thief who ever lived. Yeah, that's me. You kind of feel like, I spent all this time becoming an overpowered hero. I didn't spend enough time with my wuglings. So I'm going to retire, and I'm going to be a good dad.
Oh, let's hear it for everybody, for Bingo. Yeah. They all clap. Yeah. Bingo, when you look over and you see the thing sort of recording you, you see yourself, and what does Bingo imagine his peak to be? Like, how he would look? Would he be more grizzled? Would he have a beard? Like,
he's a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
He is actually
kind of a baller.
He has a frog that looks good.
Yeah.
you would call her.
Yeah.
I would say he's actually very well dressed.
Yeah.
And dashing, sort of like a Leonardo DiCaprio type look.
Yeah. And you see that reflected back at you. I mean, and for whatever reason, you think yeah, this is it. You've made it.
Yeah.
That sort of beginning thought where Bingo was like, what? Where am I? Kind of fades away, and you're just kind of bought into it.
Yeah.
And in the audience, you see Bogmerelda sort of wave at you. You see the other wuglings. They're all older now. Some of them have wuglings of their own. They actually make up 50% of the audience.
I'm wearing spectacles to show that time has passed.
Yes, you're wearing spectacles. She goes, and so what did you think of your allies? That helped you, the shellportsaviors and the offenchurch, when you guys defeated Thraxis. What was your opinion of your allies?
Well, they all had their hearts in the right place, And I will say that in certain circumstances, they did come in handy. But ultimately, I mean, let's be honest. I had to pull their butts out of the fire a couple of times, and really, it was more of like a charity case, right? Like I was helping them feel like heroes by bringing them
Mhm,
along.
mhm. Of course. Well, and everyone knows that you were the one to steal Thraxis's phylactery during the final fight.
Well, what's the point of being the greatest thief who ever lived if you don't steal Thraxis's phylacteries?
Of course. Well, actually, we're about to cut to commercial. So thank you, Bingo, for coming and visiting us on set. We've been ever grateful. By the way, tonight's show has been sponsored by Armed's Tapestries. Armed's, no one does it better.
Oh yeah, I know Ahmed personally, business relationship, and I gotta say, tapestries are above average.
Well, she kind of like leans over and you could tell she puts her hand to her ear and kind of is hearing something. Okay. Well, that's all the time we have. So have a good rest of your night, everybody. And she waves and crowd claps. Everybody loses it. Oh, and it was so nice to meet you, Bingo. As that reflection turns off, you see Bingo walking on stage because obviously Bogmerelda comes up to you.
Sure.
Gertrude comes walking up.
Well,
Hey, Dad.
hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I've been really busy with classes and whatnot, so I just really haven't had the time to see you. But I tried to make it here as fast as I could.
Well, I just, I'm happy to see you're back in school and doing well.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to make you proud, Dad, because you make me proud. And as she says that, it's almost like time freezes for a moment, and she cuts in and goes, "Wake up! I'm just so proud of you, Dad. Wake up, Dad." I mean, I don't know. You've just always been right, Dad.
That is
I
true. I
should have
am
just
always
listened
right.
to you from the start. Dad, wake up! And she slaps you.
Hey!
And bingo, you see that the whole world around you begins to start of melt and shift and change.
No!
Um,
No! No!
your beautiful grizzled body, your six pack, all of it begins to fade away. Um, and you find yourself in this strange hallway. What do you do?
Um, is am I supposed to be seeing a hallway or I'm in a hallway?
You're in this hallway with nothing but doors lining the entire length of it. It seems to go infinitely forward and backwards, with large gnarled roots wrapped around it, pulsing with at first looks like a black and red sort of hue, but you see it's actually multicolored and it's slowly changing color. Um, these roots are pulsing.
Hmm. Uh, is Gertrude with me?
No, you're just alone in this hallway.
So she didn't slap me awake. She was actually in the dream slapping me.
Yes, somehow.
All right. I whisper to myself, "That bitch," and then, and then I'll get up
Mhm.
and I look down this infinite hallway in both directions.
Mhm.
Where the fuck am I? What was I doing? Oh, Stony was on an adventure. And I was following him to make sure he was okay. And then some weird fairy lady was coming on to me. Understandable. Um, and then I was on a talk show. And now I'm in this hallway of doors. Well, I'm gonna go to the nearest door, and I'm going to carefully try the handle just to see if it turns, to see if it's unlocked.
As you go up to the door, you reach out to it. And before you can touch it, you feel yourself sort of rotating. It's kind of like getting vertigo. Um, and you realize the ground underneath you dissolves and you begin tumbling.
Ooh.
Basically, the blocks underneath you almost fall out. And you begin tumbling head over heel over and over. As you do, you see mirages of these different things, a castle clad in shadow. You see uh, what looks like a desert with blackened sand. You fall past even further, seeing what looks like a strange sandstone pyramid, just a maze of mirages, until suddenly you are stopped, something snatching your leg, hanging you over this ever shifting abyss. And
Oh.
it is uh, that woman again. Her eyes are staring at you extremely intense. You get the impression that like she's just staring through you. Took a tumble, did we?
Yeah. Hello.
I see you. Not you, but the you past you. I need you. I need you to
I'm
do
married.
something. Down below, far in the past, fix what is wrong. Bingo, you. Think of your allies, who you want for help.
Uh, are you asking me to assemble a crack team of adventurers to save the world?
She gives a big, uncomfortably wide smile. Yes, I
Well,
want you to save the world and to save the world that once was.
I don't fully understand what you're talking about, but you've come to the right guy. I'm the greatest thief who ever lived. If you could bring my friends, sounds like you could bring my friends.
She lifts you up, and even though she's kind of this smallish woman, she has unbelievable strength. And she leans in close to your ear, staring at you, still with that level of intensity, as she says, "As long as you think that they should be there, they will. Do you know why?
Because I'm awesome.
You are quite special, but not necessarily you. I know something about you and your friends.
That
You're
was one
being
time
helped, aren't you?
being helped.
Yes, by the one past you." And she pokes at your stomach.
I look down. Is there anything weird with my stomach?
When she does, you notice this little flame, sort of ethereal flame, spark up for a moment before disappearing. The one that drives you, the one that pushes you forward. You
Uh,
have the ability to change fate. So go, change fate, save the world. And she drops you
ah!
as you go tumbling, whoop, whoop, head over heel, back and forth, flailing wildly, thinking of your friends
I do think of my friends,
before you
specifically,
slam.
specifically Ahmed and his tapestries because of my dream. Sorry, I
Speaking of
slam.
which, well, no, you slam on a hard surface. we are going to uh, cut to a moment to Armed. What is Armed doing?
Armed, well, first off, did Bingo slam right next to Armed?
No. Armed is
Okay.
doing whatever Armed is doing on his
Okay,
own.
Armed is in the casino, and
Mhm.
he's getting drunk, and he's like, he's surly as he always is, and he almost steps on top of the casino roulette table, and he goes,
Yeah.
and everyone's going like cheering, Armed, Armed,
Armed,
Armed,
Armed.
and then he goes, never mind, and he takes a step back down, and he gets off, and the whole
Oh.
room goes, He remembered what happened to Muse.
And as Armed, you're sort of working on this. You feel a tug.
Where?
You're at like the hem of your clothing.
Oh, I look down.
You look down and you see this almost wispy version of your clothing sort of being pulled in a direction. And that pulse sort of moves across you like a wind. Something is happening in the dreamscape. You are being summoned to the dreamscape.
Ooh. Let's see. Has this ever happened to Armed before? Probably yes, actually. But has it ever happened like this before?
I would say the closest it's probably ever happened is if Miard sort of called to Armed.
He goes, at first he's like, Mayard? And then he realizes that it probably couldn't be Mayard. But he sort of lets the tug pull him wherever it is. He sort of like lets it tug him.
All right. As you sort of walk out of the casino, that tug, almost like a hand, grabs Armed and yanks him through the plane into the dreamscape. This force is almost primal. It's just like a force of nature that has pulled Armed into the dreamscape. You see Armed as you are pulled there. You are in that large hallway, the Great Hall, a passageway between the dreamscape and the other material planes.
Armed knows it's not safe to be here.
Oh no, totally not safe. As you're there, you see some of your other allies, maybe in a unconscious state. Some of them may be fighting back. I imagine you see Vinny be like, "No, fuck, I'm busy," as he's yanked through this doorway.
Is Vinny? Go ahead.
Vinny, yeah, well, Vinny.
We got things to do. Come on.
Yes, Vinny gets yanked through the hallway and in through a door. This door is open. The other side of it, obsidian black. You, because of your sort of dreamwalker practices, are able to resist this pull at least enough to do something if you'd like. Or do you just accept the pull?
Are you talking to Vinny?
No, to you.
Well, okay, so Armed is in the Great Hall currently, but he can choose to not enter into the Great Hall?
Well, no, you feel like no matter what, you are going to get pulled through that doorway that you just saw Vinny, and I imagine the Manticore just got pulled through.
I see.
Eventually, you are going to lose this war of attrition.
I see.
The question is, do you fight against it, or do you attempt to do something?
Oh, man. Armed definitely sees his pals getting pulled through the door, and he goes, he knows that Dreamscape's no place to just mess around. But he can't really do anything, so he just allows. Yeah, I guess he allows it to pull him in.
All right, you sort of just let it pull you in. Again, this almost primal force rips you through the hallway and out. You tumble down and down. You realize you are not in the dreamscape. You have dipped down into a layer below it, into a maze of monsters. You see these horrible worlds and trapped entities as you fall past it further and further to an even more inky abyss. And as you hit that obsidian glass, you all are awakened. You guys find yourself in bedrolls. This is sort of the key art I have of it. We're gonna put yourselves here, like the actual battle. You would like to put your tokens in that house in the middle.
Is Jeeves here too?
Jeeves is not here.
Okay.
All right, we're in this little house.
We cut to Jeeves outside the casino. Ahmed? Ahmed!
Oh, Ahmed, I was just thinking about you.
I was just thinking about you, in a very angry way. He goes, and how you, and he holds up Yimble's bag of dreams.
Okay, hold on. You reach down. Ahmed, you don't have anything.
Uh-oh.
You are in rags.
Oh, no.
You look over and see Bingo similarly in rags. And as you sort of cross around, you actually see everybody doesn't have anything. They're basically in these raggedy clothes. Manticore doesn't even have her arms because they were mechanical arms.
Ahmed, tell me this is all just a dream, right?
I definitely feel like we were in a dream. Actually, I know for a fact we were in a dream, but
I'm not
this doesn't
supposed to be here
exactly-
today. I got things to do.
What do you...
Can you send me back?
I mean, I can try. I mean, if I had my hookah, I definitely could, but
We all
What?
eye bingo.
someone
Something
saw
else you guys
that.
notice. I was gonna say something else you guys notice. All of you. I imagine as Ahmed lifts his hands to attempt to do something, he sees his arms have these shackles on them. They're this strange, almost green, not green, like emerald iron shackles with these runes on them. And each of you have them on your arms, assuming you have them, and feet, as well as around your neck, you have this collar, this iron collar.
Hell no, Vinny ain't no prisoner, and he's just gonna start shooting up the bedding with eldritch blasts.
Vinny,
Hey, calm down, Vinny.
as you shoot that blast,
Yeah.
you feel this horrible shock pulse through your body. And it is going to zap you for
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
20
Oh, wow.
damage.
Oh.
The
Vinny, I
runes
think you
on your
are-
It's okay.
collar and on the arms
It's okay,
shock
I'm
up
calm
your
now, I'm
body.
calm.
You are in this room. You notice that there's nobody else in here, but you do hear sort of talking outside. This looks to be some sort of sleeping quarters.
And we're locked in here?
No, you're not locked in here.
You just can't blast things in here.
Well, you can make an Arcana check if you like.
I'll Arcana. I'm not much for an Arcana type of guy, but
I could
I'll
help
give it a
you
shot.
with my Arcana expertise. You could get
Oh
advantage.
yeah. Advantage. I'm gonna try and figure out what's going on with our things.
I'm still experiencing pain to be too much of a help.
Yeah.
You know, Bingo, that those are collars that shock you when you cast Eldritch Blast.
Hey, Vinny, I think that if you cast Eldritch Blast, these collars will shock you.
Yeah, no shit, Bingo.
Vinny, leave him alone. Let's figure this out.
Can I look in this cabinet?
You can. Not Yars. Armed, as you sort of examine these collars, you realize they are ancient, foul magic. The worst type of necromancy you have ever seen.
And we've
And
all
with a
dabbled
30,
in a bit of like.
We've all dabbled in a bit of necromancy, but this is worse than. It's probably the worst thing that Armed knows about magic. This is soul magic.
Ooh.
Basically, when anybody tries to cast a spell, at least from what you're able to tell, this collar is using the person's soul to harm them. It basically ignites their soul, connecting it with the weave to basically burn them up from the inside.
Ooh.
Vinny, this is foul.
Yeah, you're telling me.
This is like worse than well, your alleged devil friends.
Is this door unlocked?
It is. Leon, as you were here, by the way, you had a slightly different entrance. The last thing you remember was putting the ball in the moon hole.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Garrett. That's pretty much a euphemism right there.
I mean, how he takes that, you don't know. But
Yeah,
that door
definitely
is
how he takes
open.
it.
That's
Because,
definitely how he
got
takes
him,
it.
so
Yeah.
stuck in the moon hole, if you know what I mean.
Open the door and just walk right out.
Walking out, you see you are at the bottom of a quarry. There are a bunch of people moving about, all of them in these shackles and chains. They are mining, they are moving carts. They seem to be at least trying to keep some level of hustle and bustle. But you can tell that this is defo some sort of prison camp. I imagine for Leon, this kind of puts a bad taste in his mouth because you instantly recognize what this is. This is a prison camp for the Grand Empire. Some sort of mining operation. You don't know what specific it's for. You don't know like the exact location, but you've seen these shackles before. You've seen this sort of treatment before. You actually turn and see a couple of dead slaves get just shoved down this giant pit.
Don't love that.
Leon's gonna go look for the oldest slave, I guess. That's not working.
All right. If you want to make an investigation check. As you start checking around, you are going to find at least one older fella sitting over to the side, and he is taking a sip of water from a little water skin that he has sort of squirreled away under his clothes. As he goes, can I help you?
In Giant, he's gonna say, where are we?
He's gonna respond in giant. We're at the Arcanum.
What continent is the Arcana on?
It's the Arcanum Quarry. I don't know where this is. We were taken in the night.
Would that be a history check?
Hit a history check. You'll have advantage because you're around this region. With a 16, you know that Arcanum mines are basically just mines or quarries that the Grand Empire operates in order to collect rare gems as well as other sort of arcane materials.
And then
there's lots of them. So this is not like, he's not saying anything specific. He doesn't seem to know.
okay. And then before he heads back to the group, he's gonna ask an odd date, but what's the date?
I don't know the exact date. I know when we left. It's 6:49.
And what would that be in context for Leon as he heads back?
In context for you, this is maybe 20 years after you last remembered in the past.
Okay. And then he'll gonna try to give him a healing thing, a lay on hands.
All right. As you go to do it, let's do a luck roll. Roll a d20. As you go to do it, that horrible shock runs through your body. Your soul sort of igniting in your arms. And you're going to take 19 points of damage.
Okay. And then Leon's going to head back to the group.
All right. I'm sorry. You see, actually, Leon, as you walk back, what looks like a couple of the guards looking in that direction.
In my direction?
In the direction of that old man.
Okay. As Leon comes back in the group, comes back in, it's like, well, we're in the past.
We're in the past?
Yeah, 649.
Ah,
Funnily enough, 20 years after I left. So, still technically my future. Even though I went back into the past.
well, now I'm just confused.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what happened when you go through the weave. And, bad news. Grand Empire's still around.
What kind of empire?
The Grand Empire, you know, the ones that predated Gloomhaven, led by the Lich. That jackass, who I can't remember his name right now.
Thraxis. Thraxis was one of the leaders of the Grand Empire, who was subsequent, like the head honcho was Menthis, and then Thraxis was below him along with a couple of others.
But yeah, so we're in the past, we're in a mine. So yeah.
We are getting an odd sense of deja vu.
He woke up in the past a few
Bingo.
times.
Bingo. Yes, it did.
The Empire feels familiar to Caretime.
Oh, bunch of things offshooted that from this. There's a few kingdoms that once they broke up, a few kingdoms, but yeah.
as you guys are in here talking, a man is going to enter. He peeks in at first and then kind of pops his head fully in. Man will be known as Garen. As he peeks in, hey guys.
Yeah,
Have
hello.
we met him before?
You have not.
Who the
Hey,
fuck are you?
Hey, stop sleeping around. Things are gonna go bad if you don't get to your posts.
And I post away
There's,
exactly?
I don't know, Captain Vitch. What section are you guys in? Did you not come out for orientation? It was about 15 minutes ago.
Dude, I ain't even supposed to be here today.
None of us are supposed to be here. What are you talking about?
I just woke up here like a couple minutes ago. You telling me I got a job? I got these collars on. It hurt. Everything hurts.
Job implies pay. You're not at a job.
It just
No,
keeps getting worse.
Pay is you don't get killed, so maybe just head to your posts. I'm sure you were stationed at one of the mines. Just at least look like you're doing something.
Let's start a revolt.
Well, okay, I'm gonna let you guys do that then. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, you're part of it now too. As Leon's gonna grab him and drag him in.
Hey, let go of me! And he gets sort of pulled in. Guards! He starts yelling, guards!
I'm gonna hide under this bed.
All right, Bingo, you slide under the bed. Do you guys take any effort to silence him?
Ahmed puts his hand over his mouth.
Damn, Bingo's good.
Jesus Christ.
I think actually I'm gonna aid in this this intimidation factor, and I'm just gonna quietly kip up, and run over and jump up and aid in. Basically, the way I'm intimidating is I'm jumping up and I'm gonna thigh squeeze the guy. I'm gonna thigh squeeze his face.
All right. Just let go of me.
Bingo really wants to shout gay, but he doesn't want to give his position away.
As that'll be my intimidation. Jesus Christ!
What do you guys want?
You to be the leader of this rebellion.
All right, as my first sector leader, let me go.
Well, you were just yelling guards, guards, guards. We're gonna need a little bit more convincing.
I don't know what to tell you. As you
know,
say
that's on me.
that,
Yeah.
you are going to hear what sounds like guards coming up.
Play cool, guys. Play cool.
They both open the door. These are them, guys. These are them.
Hey,
They shouldn't be doing this.
this is the guy, guys, right here. He's trying to lead a rebellion, keeping us from
Fucking
getting to our posts.
Leon's gonna punch him in the gut. How dare you? You deserve to be thrown in the pit.
These guards are going to walk in. They don't say anything. They're moving with almost a level of controlled movement that, without even making a check, at least gives you the idea that they are autonomous in some way.
That's good.
They walk up. They look at all of you. and then they just stand there, basically in a formation that makes it seem like you're not allowed to leave. You see what looks like their eyes glow blue for a minute, and you could swear you hear like little whispers wisp out of them. Before eventually one of them, this one on the far side, begins to walk over and goes, "Do not move. The captain will be here soon. Do not try to resist."
Is it okay if I scratch my nose, sir?
They simply don't say anything.
Fucking walking flesh bags.
God damn it.
88, is that you?
I was gonna say.
The fuck's
As,
88?
He's
you
who
guys
88
went?
modeled on. Does it look like where I'm hiding up here? Is this wall made of like wood?
These are wooden walls, yeah.
Does it seem like I could like maybe pry a board or two loose and try to sneak out the back?
You could try. You guys choose, or if you want to choose, do an investigation check.
All right, I'm gonna investigate here.
And remember, somebody's got to take notes.
I started taking notes and then I had to go see the
don't-
baby real quick.
Don't we
I have
have
shock
to-
collars written down. Worst type of necromancy.
12. Investigating this corner, you don't find a weakened part of the wall here, but you know that this shack, this building is not particularly well built, or at least not well taken care of. While there might not be an exit through here, you know that there might be one somewhere else. Or you get the implication there might be someone.
Because
Might
of
be
the
a weakened area somewhere else.
Okay.
Vinny's gonna try to whisper to Malignor. Hey, Malignor, you fucking there?
There is silence.
Good. Come on. You back? I guess this is the past.
You whisper out to Dim. You do not hear a response.
That's fucking bad.
I say we jump these things.
Yeah, well, in rags and with nothing, and when magic hurts, you be my guest.
Oh, your fists don't work?
Not as well as my
Exactly.
magic.
This is
It cuts to Vinny and he's like, he looks really skinny, like more than normal.
I look just extra gaunt.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You got this, an old man, a coward, a woman with no arms, and a missing guy.
You calling Garen the coward, right?
Oh yeah, this rat bastard. See, you could have been a leader of a brand new age of humans, leading the revolt against the Grand Empire, which is destined to fail one day. You could have been so man. You could have been so much.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about you guys. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
And when we
But
get
like,
free,
I
I'll
really
kill you.
I don't want to get killed and get my face smashed in by a bunch of knocks.
Don't worry. If we
Whoa,
get free, I'll
what?
kill you.
Now, none of us know Knock, do we?
I imagine Ahmed probably does, and Bingo's probably heard him.
Oh, I've
Heard
heard
of
of him, I
him.
guess. I've heard of him
Yeah.
in the old chat.
Does
actually
Ahmed know
didn't he,
knock? I don't think so at all.
didn't he
Um,
show up in the Coliseum?
He did.
So
Okay.
Manticore would know, Vinny would know, Bingo would know.
Ahmed knows things a lot of times.
We've heard it. We've heard people talk about it. Some of the Borderlanders, because we've hung out with like El Chad and stuff.
Yeah. But yes, as this man implied, these guards, at least he calls them Nox, non-organic knights.
I like that.
Was that originally why you called Knock Knock or no?
It is now.
Because it was a 0.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Knock remembers some weird stuff.
Oh God, we're gonna find a Chadron down here, guys.
Oh no.
Question. So, just grasping for straws here. Those shock collars, they wouldn't happen to do necrotic, would they?
They
What's
are
What's their type of damage?
uses the soul, so it's, you know what? You make a very valid point. It's probably a type of necrotic damage. I imagine it's like you know how it can be fire and necrotic?
Yeah.
This is like radiant and necrotic, right? Because it's using your soul to basically burn you up from the inside.
So, does that mean I take half damage?
Say, yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Now, here's the question. Do you guys just wait until the captain shows up?
Oh, fuck no.
No, I think we go. I
Yeah,
think we go.
Leon's immediately going to try to disarm this guy.
All right. You go running up to this dude.
We don't have weapons or anything right now, right?
Yeah, that's why
Nope.
he's trying to disarm.
Okay.
This man, this knock, sees you obviously stepping up, and its ready to action is going to go off. And it is going to swing this big, craggy blade at you.
Not cool.
It is next to its ally, so it is going to get advantage, which would be a 31. Crit.
Ooh.
Oof.
For 14 damage.
Oh, that's all right.
And as it hits you, I need a strength save.
You get some.
15. You get hit by this blade, and as it does, you feel this wave of magic pulse through your body, almost similar to like the spell Slow. And I guess combat is kind of starting, isn't it?
And I guess it's kind of like combat now.
Yars, sorry. Ahmed kind of goes, "Whoa, wait. Maybe we should wait around till the guy gets here. You know? I mean, we have a job to do, don't we?"
I guess I should roll initiative.
I mean, look. And Ahmed holds up his hands and he goes, "Did these hands look like they've worked a day in the mines before?"
That's what we're trying to prevent.
Smacks you with this blade. Oofa doofa.
That's what it does.
All three of them sort of move in formation to one another. They seem very capable of fighting. And as this does, this one in the back lets out this loud whistle. And you're going to hear quite a lot of a commotion, but we will get to that in a sec. Ahmed, what are you attempting to do?
Gosh. Who tried to cast a spell earlier? Oh, the
Vinny
magic
did.
missile. Vinny, did your magic missile ever go off, or did you just get damaged?
DM? Did I destroy some
It
bedding?
did not go off. It was dispelled.
Yeah, it fizzled.
Not good. Not good. Okay. Well, you guys know what I'm good at. And oh gosh, Ahmed does a little whistling to see if any kind of bardic behavior would be useful here.
Nope. You just
Just a-
whistle.
Bog standard whistle.
Just a bog standard
alright.
whistle.
Let's see. I guess he goes, Laron? Oh gosh. Okay, so there's no way to okay. Ahmed is going to look around for any kind of like potential secret doors, maybe something that can be used as a weapon, because he's not a powerful man.
All right.
Not
Make
in physical stature, of course.
an investigation check.
Okay, yeah.
27. With that, you are looking around. You see that there's probably enough debris you could maybe grab it and use it almost like a club. But in your panicked state, as you're like, fuck, I need to like outski now. You look over and there's a little gap where the roof meets the wall on top of this bunk bed. You actually see what looks like just a little bit of light coming through. I'm gonna draw a little thing.
Hold on, guys. I have an idea. Bingo, get out from under that bed and help me.
You
And-
son of a bitch.
And he goes, look here. See if you can figure out a way to squeeze yourself through this. And Ahmed starts like, pushing his fingers into the crack, feeling around for, I don't know, a switch or just something.
One thing
to
of
pull
note,
on this.
as you step on this part of the bed, it is like it goes almost as if it's kind of wet. That may be important. So I don't know, maybe a note of that.
I look up at the ceiling.
As you go and mess with the ceiling, it actually opens up. Like the roof part isn't attached to the side wall here. Enough that you could probably just sort of slip your way through.
Ahmed, he goes, I really admire you guys' gumption going after the, these automatons with big swords and far more physical strength than I have. But, look, the Manticore doesn't even have arms right now. Guys, maybe discretion is the better part of valor. And he hops out.
All right. You slip out, sort of poof, landing on the outside. And as you do, you are going to see what looks like a couple more of those knights making their way down. So there's some guards running about, or there's not guards. There's some prisoners running about. They seem to want to get as far the fuck away from you as they can.
Okay.
You are also going to see a man come walking down the walkway. It is this fella.
Captain Vetch.
And he is about here.
Okay.
And he is walking with kind of a not a run, but a
swift
like a
step.
power walk, a swift step.
He got a little pep in his step.
And does Ahmed run anywhere?
Yes, I believe that Ahmed is going to duck into this tent really quickly.
All right.
And try
make
to-
a perception check too, as you came falling out of the building. All right, as you boom land here, you look above, and above you, on the ceiling of this quarry, is a cage hanging on a crane, and in it you see what looks like a woman up in the cage, but but you don't really get a good chance to like actually make any more information than that. But she is up in this cage hanging above this quarry. She is about 50 feet up. But you dip and then roll into this tent. And as you do, there are some prisoners in here who kind of scurry out of the tent. Manticore.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Manticore is going to follow our med.
I was going to say we lost Nate. That was who dropped. There he is.
Hey, sorry, we've got thunderstorms and my internet's going in and out.
That's all right. Where did you cut out at?
The perception check right when I hopped into the tent.
Okay. As you sort of fell out of the building, you landed on your back, and you got to see that above this quarry, about 50 feet up, is this large crane with a cage on it, similar to this one over here, but it's over this entire quarry. And inside of that cage, you see what looks like a woman. It's similar chains. Her hair is long and dark, and she seems to be sitting in the middle of this cage above the quarry. You don't really get to make out too many more details before you end up scurrying into the tent, but you swear she saw you. As you roll into this tent, prisoners that are in there do run out of it.
Oh man, where are they going?
They're just running in any direction away from you.
I say, I guess our med is just going to run with them.
Okay, so you're gonna try and hide with the crowd.
Yes.
All right, we will get to that when we get back
Our
to you.
med is a good actor.
Yeah. All right, Manticore.
All right. You back?
Yep.
Okay. Manticore is going to follow our med through this side here. Is it like an acrobatics to be able to like squeeze through?
No, if you want to just bolt through it.
Okay. As Manticore will definitely do that. Assessing the surroundings, Manticore is aware that there's guards this way and guards this way.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this direction?
In that direction, it looks like a handful of prisoners are hoisting up basically a bunch of rocks and minerals, probably to deposit them up into these mine carts. But it's about halfway up. So you feel like if you wanted to, you could maybe jump on this wagon and then onto here.
That's exactly what we're gonna do, as I'm gonna spend my bonus action to cunning action to make certain I can dash. And we will continue the movement. That makes 40. That makes 55. Going up here would be an additional 10, so it makes it 65. And then riding it all the way up.
All right, hopping up to that upper section. You are going to see up here are 2 more guards.
Okay. From the cart all the way up, what's the ratio of movement? Like, is it 55 feet?
Probably 40 feet is what you've spent to get from the wagon to the thing.
Okay.
We're playing very fast and loose as you run up.
Okay.
There.
You know what? Then at that point, then, is there guards in this direction or guards in this direction?
There are guards in this direction. They're by this entrance. And then in the other direction, there is not. At least not any that you can see at the moment.
All right, well then, Manticore's making a beeline as I'm gonna spend my action to dash. As we're
All
going
right.
here, and then I need to. We'll make it about there, dashing. That makes me.
All right, Vinny.
All right. Well, I see the opening and I'm going through it.
All right.
And I probably didn't see our med, but I like to think I caught some of the direction Manticore went. So I'll be dashing that way. I think I really
Alright.
only get on top of the cage, if that's how that works.
Yeah, you like leap up. It's a bit unstable because
Yeah.
the Manticore like leaped up it previously. The prisoners are like running away, and they've obviously stopped cranking the thing up. Leon.
Yeah, trying to disarm this. Take his weapon.
All right.
What is that?
To disarm him, I guess you'd have to try and. That's generally like an ability to do that.
Oh, okay. So I can't.
Um,
Okay.
Doesn't make sense though. Probably in athletics if you wanted to fight with him over it.
Could. Or I could use this useless guy as a weapon here.
I have nothing to do with this.
Athletics. 24.
When I tell Captain Velcher this, you toss him at them.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, you toss him at them, and that actually knocks them backwards a little bit. Because you like, I imagine grabbed him by his feet and like hurled him sideways at them.
Or just shoulder checked him.
Yeah. So you do knock them backwards.
They don't drop a weapon, right?
No, they probably don't drop their weapon.
Alright, that's fair. He'll use his
Actually, no. This one, his ready goes off, and he takes his sword and just fucking impales this guy through the chest.
Poor fella.
So much for not dying.
Leon is gonna go this way as he passes that guy while he's still death gurgling. He's like, I told you I'm gonna kill you. 5, 10. Oh god, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck, where's the ruler? I can't.
You can click your token and then right click, or I think it's V, one of them.
It's Q.
Lets you see like the distance if you need.
You? Oh, okay.
Go and gay baby jail.
So then I have 40.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
There you go. As you slowly make it away. Why did it put so many?
Yeah, what is all
tokens
those
on my
dots,
screen?
man?
Whoa!
On our screen, it made like a million dots.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah, I
one
see
for
'em.
every foot or so.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see no dots.
It's not even every foot. It's every point. What like it's assume is 0.2 feet.
He's like,
do you not
he's
have the
halfway
grid on?
now.
Do you not have the grid on?
Yeah, I
for
don't
this
think the
map?
grid's on.
No grid.
That's why. That's why.
Bingo.
Bingo
Well, the Manicores work
is
fine.
actually. Bingo is actually gonna continue to hide in here, and hope that everyone just goes out, like that they chase it, because he was hiding before they got here.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna hope that this all goes away, and then he'll sneak out later.
All right, bingo. You hide off. These guards go chasing after Leon, who is stutter stepping. I'm assuming some sort of a fighting game tech from what I can see on this screen. It's still there.
There it goes.
There we go. We finally made it. As this happens, Captain Velch comes down and he sees Vinny scurrying up the thing. He's Armed, I need you to make a stealth check as you are in this crowd hiding.
Oh. Oh, is there no performance check?
Just a negatory.
Okay.
Then I need his perception check. Now let's roll d20. Okay. He looks across very sternly. Ahmed, you make eye contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
He turns over to Vinny. And what you're going to see is him pull out this strange rod. It's an onyx rod with this large emerald stone on the end of it. And he says, I can't be having any of this happening before Imperatrix Celine shows up. So we're going to deal with this little rebellion nice and quick. And he lifts it up. It glows. Both Vinny and Ahmed, you see your runic collars glowing, and then you feel the pain. This horrible, horrible pain billows up inside of you. You feel as though your very soul is burning. Burning your not only existence, but you from the inside out until it completely burns both of you up. And you are dead.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, you guys have died. Before you wake up. Back in the room.
Ooh. I thought I died. I thought I was a goner. Vinny? I thought you were a goner.
Wait, I'm still under the bed.
Well,
though,
I
right?
can't be a goner because
No,
I've
you're-
got contracts to fulfill. But
You're back in the bedroll.
that is
Did
weird.
we all die?
Your memory is hazy. You guys don't remember what happened after that.
All I remember is
You're
pain.
all back here, though.
I feel deja vu.
You guys fucked me. I was about to get out of here.
I was about to get out of here too. I killed that bastard. Wanted to rat us out.
Second tier from bottom up, not guard to left, guard to right.
No, scrawny bastard. Don't trust him. By the way, are we topped off on health? Or
Yes, you're back
Oh.
to full health.
Yay.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
It was all for the best.
What's
You guys hear what sounds like somebody talking to a group of prisoners outside, much like it was when you woke up. But you guys were chatting, so it wasn't really something super of note. There's nobody else in this room. Everything looks exactly the same as when you started.
Do we remember the hole?
You remember everything.
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here.
yep. Suggestion. I suggest we go down the hole.
How deep is it? What hole?
I don't know. The hole where they toss the bodies in.
This one over here.
Yeah,
I
that
want to
one
go into a pit that's full of dead bodies.
Well, the Grand Empire works off dead bodies, so their most important stuff would be down there with the dead bodies.
You do make a compelling argument. I mean, I don't know much
Yeah.
about the Grand Empire, so I'm kind of trusting you.
Yeah, you go down where the bodies are, you find the valuable shit, you smash it up, and that's when they get really pissed. But pissed people don't think straight, you know?
And they pull out.
Perhaps I can find more arms.
Yeah. How? Why are you disarmed?
Oh, that's a pun.
Look, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna walk out the front door if I can.
As
Oh,
you
yeah,
walk,
no,
I will
as you
follow.
walk
Discuss
out,
it.
Vinny. Oh, yeah, you can keep on.
I was gonna. It is because they it is long story.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, what's up? I'm on my way to my post, and I'm just gonna walk
You see
this way.
Garin is actually, he was making his way to the door. All right.
Careful there. Keep studying. I'll report you for insurrection. Get to your post.
Yeah, get to your post.
I'm actually heading that way now.
No, you're not.
And he kind of looks confused as he starts heading this way.
You're a fucking idiot.
As you head over here, you are going to see two figures. One of them is a giant of a man. He looks to be about 8.5 foot tall. He's not large sized, but he is a very big guy. You can tell he is not just a human. And he seems to just be smashing rocks. Mining,
Okay.
obviously. He plops one down. And then he turns around and starts trying to make it, or well, I guess not trying. He is making his way back to this mine shaft up here.
That's somebody we ought to recruit.
Yeah, he seems like a friendly guy.
Hey, Leon, you speak his language, right? I'm not misremembering that.
I mean, what's that supposed to mean? As Leon goes up and gently pats him on the forearm and say, "Hail, brother and giant."
He turns. I imagine he gives you this look, the look that he has in his picture here. Hail, I guess.
What did he say?
He
You
says,
said hail, I guess.
hail, I guess.
Uh,
Oh, got the picture.
not a friendly giant.
Got work to do.
You got work to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't let me stop you.
Are there pickaxes and shovels around?
There are some pickaxes.
Hey
I see
boys,
some pickaxes.
don't forget to arm yourselves with your working tools if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go over and pick up a pickaxe.
Oh,
Alright.
good call. I'll grab a pickaxe as well.
I was a miner.
As you guys are picking up pickaxes, Leon, I need you to make a perception check real quick.
A perception.
Perception check.
Oh. Yeah, that's about right.
A 7. You don't know it. As you come walking over to this hole, you do see prisoners are sort of chucking dead ones down the hole. And as they do, which you're going to notice this right away, when they go to the bottom, you hear a psh, a splash.
He peers down. How big is the hole?
You can't see the bottom of it, so it's at least 40 feet, but probably deeper.
Alright. Leon comes back. He goes, alright, the hole's about 40 feet and they make a splashing noise as they go down.
What's this thing hanging over the hole? Is it just like a crane or something, or is it like a...
It appears to be a crane.
Okay.
So we can jump onto the crane and slide down the rope.
It's true. Maybe one of us could be a crane operator.
Well, the operating part's up there, and I'm afraid that might draw too much attention.
Fair enough.
Oh, hang on one second. Leon's gonna grab that guy's shoulder, check him into the hole.
Make a check. Make an acrobatics or an athletics
Don't
check.
get a 1.
He goes, hey, ah!
So anyhow, you guys ready?
Um, make a. Who wants to make a perception? I guess our med is, since he's kind of standing a little ways away.
Yeah. My sorry, I unclicked. Let's see.
That's all right.
Perception. Boom.
Nice.
Perception. As that guy falls and yells out, you see up here that man with the rod, the one that killed you. He looks in that direction. He is talking with someone. It is this elven woman with what looks like bloody red tattoos on her body.
Can't trust them knife ears.
That's true.
Hearing the yell, he sort of says something to her very quickly, which she nods and then begins running up this way before him and that little retinue of guards begin at least heading this direction to investigate what is happening.
Ahmed runs over to the gang and he goes, "Hey guys, I think that got their attention. Killing that man." So
All right,
Leon,
let's keep ourselves busy here, so when he comes down, we can throw him down into the hole.
I'm gonna go over to the fire area, and I'm gonna just be hitting this rock with my pickaxe.
Yep, I'll hit this rock.
All right.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
help
hitting
hit
this
these
rock
big
with my
rocks.
pickaxe too.
As this is happening, assuming you guys are doing that,
Yeah.
Manticore,
Yes.
you are going to hear someone call out to you. It is the captain up here. As he goes, "You,
Duh.
what happened with the man who fell down that hole?"
He fell.
You do good, to be honest. Did those men over there have anything to do with it?
Duh.
Da?
Duh.
What is this da? Speak human.
I am speaking Karayan.
What nonsense is this? Ugh. You, armless one, go get those men and bring them over here. Tell them the captain demands it. Their lives are at stake.
Duh. As like she's just they just shrug, and then oh shit.
Wow.
Nose dived off my lap.
Oh no, little guy.
He's a little shaken up. Give him a second. You okay? He's a little stunned. Okay.
I'll put him in his little bed.
He was in the bed. He was running all over the room. He's fixing to go in the tub.
Yeah.
All right, here, give me a second. Let me go put him in there.
Just keep an eye on him so he don't die.
Yeah, preferably not die.
While all this is going on, while the captain is talking with them, is there anything you guys want to be doing aside from performing this this hitting of rock?
Nobody knows the trouble is.
If we look around, is there
You load 16 tons of number 9 coal.
looking around while hitting these rocks? Is there anything of like note or important, or like a building that seems like maybe that's this captain guy's building or something?
At least from the site you guys are at. Here, you make a perception check. I'll let you make one.
Perceive.
With a 17, I'll say you just catch the glimpse of Ahmed mentioned that they saw you, and probably mentioned that there was somebody that Captain was talking to. And you see that elf way up here at the top of the quarry kind of go this way, and you get the implication that's probably where some important stuff is, at least for them.
Are you saying they're
Where is
headed
it?
back this
In the
way,
top right?
or like
To the south,
okay, to the
southeast.
this little pocket?
South.
Okay,
This guy?
Yes,
that's a lady.
it's a lady also with these like blood tattoos.
It is a knife here, so it's hard to tell.
It is
That's
hard to
true.
tell.
Freaking elves.
Freaky elves.
Hey, I
That's
resemble
what
that
my-
remark. My magic gotta have a good eye to blast you.
What are you, an elf?
I'm a half elf, you fuck.
See, I'm not gonna go there.
You remember a time Leon shoved you down the hole, but that timeline is gone now. It
Yeah,
reset.
well, you know, there's another timeline where I return the favor.
This is already our 50th time we're done the timelines.
We've killed each other more times than we've done anything productive.
Out of the 50 times, it was team kills 49 times.
Leon remembers the time that Vinny like jumped on him and then tried to cast so much magic that he blew up like Chaozu and killed both of them.
Yeah. That's how we'll take out Vetch.
That was the last one, and then Leon's like, "All right, enough.
Yeah.
We're not gonna team kill anymore." Guys,
As you guys are waiting
down
here.
that hole.
You are like seeing that there is hustle and bustle happening around you. Time is sort of progressing forward. One thing you're going to see is over on the opposite side, there appears to be a woman that comes walking out, sort of grabbing her head, and she looks very disheveled and just not right. She's like jittering, and mumbling to herself as she's carrying these like sacks of minerals over to here and dumping them, before like smacking her head, and wandering back and forth.
Huh.
You know, if we have another, I don't know, go at this, we might want to go down that way on the 52nd try.
It was in the northeast
Yeah,
corner.
I'll chat her up. No, she's
Yes.
over here, right?
The
Down there.
at the west tunnel.
We still need to go down
Southwest.
this hole.
Southwest.
Southwest tunnel.
Oh, southwest.
Wait, where? Click
I
it?
don't think we want to do the tunnel.
You
She
shift
is
click it?
right here.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Jeez.
I'll heft my. Are we going? Or did Manticore tell us the message
Not
from
yet.
the captain? Okay. Then I am.
You guys were
noticing that
doing this
girl.
performative
Yeah.
display.
Woke one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I went to the mine. that's what we're singing.
As the way Manticore, like Manticore's gonna jump scare behind Bingo.
Beautiful.
Just come up very, just come up, like approach very silently. Oh dear, I'm gonna echo.
I love this because like I don't have to worry about what Garen's doing. He's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
We will.
Dustin
We
trying
have
to
to
help you
figure
out.
out. We have to figure out a way to kill that guy
every time.
every
You
time.
all got in trouble. As I come up behind Bingo. You all got into trouble.
Hey, leave us
talking
alone.
about?
We're mining. We're mining here.
We're
Yeah,
working
we're
hard.
doing our jobs here.
You guys
no
remember
arms.
you you guys remember a timeline where you did nothing but mine and then it reset.
We just got old and died.
Yeah.
This ain't so bad.
Is this like Groundhog
Wait.
Day?
You lot. The one
Yeah?
with the rod wants to be able to see you.
Oh, he could see us right here. We're working hard.
I'll show him
No,
my
he
rod.
want to talk.
Oh no,
Oi.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Given that I have this special stone thrust, magic stone crotch, was my immovable rod removed?
It was.
Oh.
No.
No.
Bob Morello's
It had
gonna
a
be super
vibrating-
upset.
I'm very upset. You guys, we have to get out of here.
I didn't remember that you had this, dude. This is so funny.
Let's just say I don't have my stony bottoms anymore.
I don't have my stony bottoms.
Leon's
All right,
gonna-
I will heft my pickaxe over my shoulder like a continental soldier and head over.
As Leon makes his way over here, at the last second, he's gonna run and jump on the rope and slide down.
All right. You phew, leap in and slide down the rope.
Here we go again.
The captain, obviously seeing something is amiss, is going to run over and go, "You all, stop right there or else."
Yeah,
I stopped.
it was him, officer.
Yeah,
By the way,
kill
he
me.
has the rod in the air at this point.
Sliding out.
Sliding down. Splashing into this water. It is filled with corpses. Bloody, bloated, rotting corpses. Rats scurry across. You see that this rope dips down past all of these bodies. So you can assume that whatever platform is underneath it must be below all of these corpses. But that is where you slide down into. It is awful. It stinks. Bad news bears down here. What do
It's
you
safe.
do, Leon?
Yells it safe as he takes a breath and dives in,
All right.
using the rope as a guide.
Dive down in. How do you guys respond to that? As echoing out of the tunnel is save. Oh, hold on, Leon. One other thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
never
not
mind.
safe.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Never mind. How do you guys respond to this information?
Vinny's gonna walk over.
I don't know him.
Vinny's gonna walk over and look down using his special like dark vision stuff where he can see into magical darkness. Maybe he can see down there a little.
The moment you start to move, he goes, "I can't have any mistakes while the Imperiex is coming. You all," and it glows.
We know.
We know.
Before you all die.
Play that sound effect with the screaming.
I'm sure I have it somewhere. on
Wilhelm
here.
scream.
Yeah, the Wilhelm, whatever it is. Whoever's got the soundboard one of it. Yeah,
I got this one.
that's it.
How's that one? That was good. That one worked.
What's that from? I forget.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's from
before.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
That's-
Okay, yeah.
I knew I recognized it, but I couldn't place it.
Can I see anything down there since I've moved? I mean,
You see Leon dunk his head down there.
do I see all
At
the
the bottom
corpses?
is a bunch of corpses. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking nasty, boys. We don't want any of that shit. And I'm gonna just go back, even though it's probably too late.
Pop. Everybody burns up. Leon, you are swimming underwater. Roo, roo, roo. Following this tunnel, you actually
Oh,
notice
it's
this
still alive.
rope is going forward deeper into the tunnel. It's almost like somebody left it here as a guide. As you make it almost to the end, you are barely able to hold your breath. You see what looks like a light. It dips down. You don't know what direction you're swimming, but this rope is leading you down and up and up and up to where you can see a light until suddenly something grabs your feet and you begin to drown. And in the last moments, as you turn to see what grabbed you, you see a blonde-haired man named Garen who has grabbed onto your feet, having swum after you. He wasn't dead, but now you are dead. As everyone appears back.
We gotta kill that guy again.
Definitely have to kill that guy.
We're gonna actually kill him this time.
As you wake up.
But he must have died also if Leon drowned.
Yes, you get the impression he probably drowned too.
Okay.
Good news. Something out of the end of that rope.
Leon, what was at the? Did you find anything useful down there?
Yeah, I was like, there's a just right before you run out of breath. There's a cave with a light, and just before I got to it, that blonde-haired bastard who survived the fall came swimming up and managed to drown my ass.
What an asshole!
Hey,
I know.
this time why don't you try to follow that rope again, but without him down there, and the rest of us will go this other way.
As Leon immediately hits.
You don't want to kill that guy?
We'll get him for you.
We got time.
As you,
We are going to continue
Yeah.
exploring.
Leon, something different is going to happen.
Oh.
As you come running out, because you left as soon as you possibly could, you overhear the captain talking to all the prisoners down below. Captain Vetch, as he goes, "This evening, in only but 2 short hours, Imperiax Selene will be here. I expect you all on your best behavior. I will tolerate no insubordination. Any sign of it will prove to be your undoing. I need not make myself any clearer than that. And that goes for the other guards, as well as understanding and listening to what Quartermaster Redna has to say," as he gestures to the elf woman next to him. "Proceed with your tasks. You all know what to do." Before he turns and starts talking to her.
Into the hole.
Leon dives head first into the hole.
Into the hole.
Woo!
Whoa! Party on! Like, now hold on. Do you dive head first or do you take the rope? Because that's good.
Oh, he's jumping
Maybe.
on the rope and doing like the fireman slide down.
All right. You jump and you remember a timeline where you fell head first, cracked into a bunch of bodies like it was concrete and crumpled up like a pile of mush.
Wait, how did that bastard survive then?
He fell on his back. As you're sliding down the rope, you are going to hit somebody coming up the rope. As you see, it is a halfling man. Careful. I was just, I dropped my pickaxe and I was coming to pick it up.
We're going down the rope, buddy.
I don't think that that's a good
Me
idea.
and you, as Leon grabs him and keeps going down.
Okay. Oh God. Oh.
Hold deep breath. Don't let the viscera in.
He holds his breath. I really would like not to. As you dive down into the water with him at your shoulder, or I guess under your arm, You dive deeper and deeper. Getting your way halfway through the tunnel, you begin moving up when you hear something. What sounds like a hissing in the water. You hear, or you don't hear, you feel the man frantically sort of patting at something on his person. You can assume it was in the satchel. He is frantically trying to get to it. You look down at it and you see, as he pulls out of his bag, this strange contraption that is bubbling before a loud boom. And you are dead. This hole collapses in on itself. Everyone in this quarry goes on full panic mode. Would you like to reset or rewind back a few moments?
Are the rest of us
Well,
able
first-
to play out a
first,
little bit of
before we-
something?
Before we
Yeah,
do that,
that's
I
Yes.
would like to run out here and grab a pickaxe
All right.
Yeah,
and
grab a
wait
pickaxe.
for
That woman.
this guy.
All right. As
I'll wait for that
as
woman.
yeah. Okay. What we'll do is I kind of like that idea of like, okay, Leon has triggered the end of loop. So like there is going to be a turn or two of everybody getting to maybe see a little bit more of something, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so the explosion hasn't happened yet. You guys pick up the pickaxes as this guy Garen comes walking. Hey guys, how's it going?
I hit him with my pickaxe.
Ah!
I will also hit him with my pickaxe.
Ah! Help, Captain!
In the head.
Captain, the rebellion, Captain! And the captain looks over and he's like, I literally just said it. And he
Ahmed
lifts
salutes.
his rod. He lifts his rod as he is going to defo kill you.
And I'm gonna look at Ahmed as we die. I'm gonna say, next time, sneak attack.
Yes.
I just like to imagine some Cthulhu-ass deity sends Bobbins back and friends to deal with a problem. 49 times they have killed each other. Every time they have killed this guy. And we're on an attempt, I don't know. And there was one where they even died of old age because he just decided, let's
Just
not.
become mine.
And here's,
Let's just
guys,
bide our
here's the most
time.
fucked up moment. You guys killed each other before you knew there was a time loop. That was really the part that really fucked them up.
Yeah.
That's why we stopped.
As you, Vinny, run over here as fast as you fucking can.
Yeah.
You see that woman come out, and she's kind of like, again, carrying these gems sort of in her clothes. She just kind of has them scooped up in her shirt as she comes walking up, and she's twitching before she stops, looking at you and spilling all of the gems on the floor. Vinny?
No, it's just Vinny, not Vivini. But how did you know most of that name?
I've been here before you. I'm Harkle, Sister Harkle.
Harkle.
You killed me. You helped me. And she kind of grabs her head. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, sister. Does she seem familiar to me at all? Do I know her in any way, shape, or form, or have any memories
Make a
coming to
wisdom
me?
save.
Wisdom save. Oh wait, I don't get the
you
plus
know-
1. It's just the 26.
You don't know her exact. Let me put it that way. You get this sense of deja vu from her, though. you feel like you've interacted with her before. One thing you remember though, rolling a 26, is about 30 minutes before the end of, well, you find that she dies. She seems to have some sort of panic attack and passes away in one of these tunnels, in this tunnel here. And when she does, you see what looks like a glyph on something she has on her necklace fade. You don't know why, but you feel like that's important.
You said she dies 30 minutes before I do?
Yes.
Okay. Good to meet you again. What are you doing with all these gems?
I'm mining, working.
Well, let me help you. I'll help her pick up the gems that she's dropped on the ground.
Oh, okay. And she kind of like leans down and starts picking them up. But the whole time she's doing it, she's staring at you.
Yeah, you might want to blink some, but any idea what these gems are for?
The Empire wants them for spell casting.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
You talk to Ysmir? Thor?
Who?
Have you seen them? They were with you.
The boys?
Yeah, Thorum, Ysmir, and you were gonna help, and she looks like she's about to cry. Help, and then everything goes black.
Yeah.
As you guys wake up in the room.
All right, Ahmed, we got to talk.
I look
about,
at you.
We
Yeah.
talk
Hey,
about our plan here.
hey, get the pillow.
Let me go get the pickaxe. All right. I'm gonna run real quick and
We gotta do this.
pickaxe.
Hold on, one second.
Okay.
Just what were the names she said? Because I couldn't quite hear too well.
Oh, she said Ysmir,
Ysmir?
Ysmir,
Okay.
and Thorum, T, comma HORM.
Okay. Oh, Thorum. I see that. I see you, Garrett. I don't know about Ysmir, but Vinny's gonna process this. You do what you're doing, Big.
Yeah.
Bingo is gonna run and grab the pickaxe and then run back and wait for this guy to walk past.
And
I'm gonna use my sneak attack so that he doesn't alert the guards.
Wait, no, let me drag him in.
Yeah, okay. Well, but if you drag him
we're gonna
in,
call his name.
if
We're
you
gonna
drag
call his
him in,
name.
he's gonna yell.
Oh no. If I
Garen.
cover-
His name is Garen.
That's
Garen?
right. Garen.
Yeah.
Ahmed's gonna pop over here and make his face out the crack, and he's gonna, Garen,
Garen, this is important.
Huh? And he kind of looks. Oh,
Ahmed pops down.
Garen, help.
Huh?
We need help, Garen.
all right. And he kind of runs over here, kind of in a bit of a brisk pace. Is something the matter? He
Drag
kind
him.
of peeks his head in.
We're around the
Gentlemen.
corner.
Throw him in.
Close the door.
Let go of me. And he's
Ahmed
like,
puts
he
the
manages
pillow
to
over
wrestle-
his face.
Get him now. Pickaxe.
All right. Can I guess it's not real. Oh, wait, no, because you guys are within 5 feet of him, right?
Yeah,
so I get to
yeah.
do my
Yeah.
sneak attack, attack pickaxe.
You managed to muffle his cries, Ahmed, as he's like.
How much damage does the pickaxe do? Is it 1d6?
I think it actually has statistics.
Well, we could just keep doing it until he stops moving.
But I want to get him.
Yeah, we'll just say a D6. D6.
All right. And oh shoot, where's my? I don't have my sneak attack up set up in here. My sneak attack at my current level should be like 46, I think. I thought I had it. Sorry, I didn't have my pick. I should have. All this time I spent, I could have been getting my pickaxe ready.
Pickaxe ready.
Yeah, well, because you didn't do the sneak attack, you didn't kill Garrick this time. And Garrick, he calls out and
I
all
die.
But this time, you're prepared.
An 11.
An 11 will still hit him. He's an unarmored man.
All right. I do.
Now tell me, how are you doing this?
Well, they've got him on the ground and the pillow over his face. So I want to
Yes.
go straight through the pillow into his face.
All right. So the pillow is now soaked in blood,
Yeah.
and it is bleed. There's just blood everywhere in the middle of this room.
Throw him on the wet bed. Now we know why it's wet.
Yeah.
See if the man has anything on him.
Oh, pat him down. Pat him down.
Well. Well, fellas. I think you figured out my little puzzle.
What does he have on him?
All it took you was killing Garrick.
What does he have on him?
Garen, thank you.
Garen.
Where's he at?
As you sort of dig through his pockets, you find
Break
a
you.
crude shiv.
A crude what?
Good.
A crude
shiv.
shiv.
Hmm.
It functions as a dagger, except it can be concealed.
Who wants
What
the
did he
shiv?
need
I
a-
mean,
what did he need a good shiv
Daggers
for?
are daggers versatile? I remember.
They are versatile.
Okay, so
Mhm.
then whoever's got the best combat stat for that, I would say. So
I've got a +5 dex.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Yeah,
think it's me.
I
It's
also
definitely
have
not
a
made
plus
for it.
5 dex, but I'm also a monk.
And you have no
And-
arms.
Yeah.
Oh, the monk. What's your monk level?
6.
doesn't
Or
have
monk
arms.
die, I should say.
It's D6.
D6. That's better than D4. I think you should take it.
But she doesn't have
Oh.
arms.
Oh, you're right. She doesn't
No,
have
but
yeah,
I
arms.
can Zorro that shit.
You also find a note on him.
No.
This note is written from Captain Vetch. It seems to be instructing Garen to find a man named Thorum, a dwarf, because he believes that he is attempting some sort of escape.
Hey, isn't that guy that your crazy friend was looking for too?
Yeah. Is there anything in that note about Izmir?
Wait, what?
There's nothing in the note about Ysmir.
What about Ysmir?
You know Izmir?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently I do too. Can you tell me about Izmir?
Oh, my sneak attack is 66. He was definitely dead.
Ysmir is just. He was. What was he? He was like the leader of the Stone Titan giants?
The hill.
The Hill Giants. He's like the pinnacle of being a hill giant.
And that's
He's
when
a
it
big
hits you,
name.
Leon. He is the giant who's out there. As you
love
see
it.
him put that stone down.
Okay. He goes back in, closes the door. All right, Vinny, you need to talk to that lady, find out more.
No,
I'll go
no.
talk
What,
to the
what
big
we
guy
need to
out
do is the next time around we need to let Garen live for a little bit. So we can follow
Well,
him.
that's what I'm
To,
saying.
Follow him.
follow him to Thorum.
Find out more now. Yeah, find out more now, and then we can redo this loop. Because you can talk to her, I can talk to Yuzmir, which is the depressed guy outside. Find out more, and then we can reset the loop.
All right. I'll
We
get on
can-
it.
We can continue. We will continue
Meanwhile-
to scout.
As you walk out, Vinny, you see that there are prisoners kind of looking in your direction because it is unusual that anybody's in the bunkhouse at the moment. You know, everybody should be out working. Nobody's like raising an alarm about it, but they're certainly drawing attention to it.
Oh, so we should get out of here?
She's probably made it here, and he is probably making his way over here.
Yeah, but I won't say anything to the guys about it.
Dustin, as you're heading over there, you notice that halfling is making his way this way.
Is this food over here?
It's like gruel.
I'll taste it.
Okay.
You taste it.
He's got priorities though.
As you
Oh,
taste,
this guy's got like a bomb though.
Yep. Bingo. As you taste it, it tastes
Die.
really good.
Does it?
And like one of the guards, it's like chicken.
What?
And
Okay.
one of the prisoners like, "Oh, God, not this again.
Oh, were we not supposed to? Is this the guard's food?
No, this is like one of the prisoners begrudgingly taking a bite out of it.
Oh, okay.
Echoatl. Can't believe it.
This is good. What are you guys talking about? I like this.
God, I don't know how you can eat Aarakocra.
Aarakocra, like them birdmen.
And you look, Bingo, and there is an Aarakocra head roasting.
Oh, damn! What? Aarakocras are delicious.
You can see why they got eaten out of existence.
I can see why they got eaten out of existence.
Oh.
You know, I always people were like, "Hey, man, this is a tragedy," and I kind of agreed with them. But now I kind of see the other side of it. You know, like. Anyway, I'm gonna get some gruel ready. I'm gonna maybe. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about throwing it at this guy if he walks past me.
All right. Let's should we go in initiative, you think, or at least just go down the line? We'll just
Yeah, we should.
I'll just
we should.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go down the Discord line then. We'll start with Ahmed. Ahmed, what is your plan for this loop?
Ooh. He kind of wants to talk to Ismir and just stay with Leiron.
All right, if you want to go with him.
Leiron's the cable guy.
No, that's Larion.
Yeah, isn't this Leon?
he's different.
Not Leiron.
Yeah, he's Leon.
Okay.
Ahmed and Leon,
Fable guy.
we'll do your thing. As you walk up, Yasmir drops this large stone. He seems to be doing it with relative ease.
Leon picks up a pickaxe on his way too.
He looks over at you guys for a moment for starting to turn around to head back to what he was doing.
And giant. Leon goes, Ysmir, it is I, Leon, son of Thorin.
Mhm. You're a Thorin boy.
Leon look at Ahmed, can you understand giant?
No.
No.
Ysmir, can you speak the common tongue?
Or undercommon?
I can.
Alright, they'll switch. Let's walk and talk so we don't bring attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
And as they're
Where you-
walking,
Where you
go ahead.
been?
I got sucked into the dreamscape. It's been since I got out of it. It's been
What?
45 years for me, and I
He
got sucked
perks up.
into Go.
when you
Yep.
say the word dreamscape, and he sort of turns suddenly and puts his arms on your shoulder and grabs you with kind of an incredible amount of strength. Nahala. Have you seen Nahala?
Bioinfo, Nahala. I don't remember.
You mean Nah?
Nahala
Who are you
is
talking about?
shifting. Oh, there's. That's just I have Nahala equals shifting storm, so I don't know much about
Okay.
it.
He goes, Nahala, or Haith, Edifer, any of them?
Oh, yeah, no, they're about. I think no one's dead, but trust me, like the old empire is dismantled. It's a former shell. If you're concerned about that.
He kind of looks confused. What are you talking about?
This empire is gonna crumble. We've been getting revenge for what they did to us.
But we're here.
How did you get here? And how did you become, forgive me, but like this?
They cornered me. After the battle, I ended up in some field. I was too weak to fight back. That damn thraxis enfeebled me. Put this fucking thing on my neck. And he like looks really fucking pissed. And you see him grab a boulder and it starts to crack because he's like obviously telling you this while extremely frustrated.
There we go.
Aye.
Who was, by the way, who was the Cinder Knight again?
The Cinder Knight was, where is his name? Hey, not here. Beauregard.
Beauregard. I also ran into Beauregard in the future too.
Beauregard.
One of the Knights of Cinder.
Yeah, they were supposed to show up before the attack. All of us were going to meet.
And do you know this, Ahmed? Who's this dwarf that they want?
Say his name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Thorm?
Thorum.
They're looking for a dwarf named Thorum. Do you know of him?
I've never heard of one.
The Holderheck?
Yeah.
Thorum Holderheck.
Yeah.
Do you know where he's at?
Wait. Was he the guy out of game? Was he the guy in that we we pulled, he was frozen in the snake?
No, actually, Thorum is the name of the dwarven god of storms.
Oh. Yeah, no.
In the modern times, it's just Thorm, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Ahmed, he goes, no, I don't think so. Unless you mean the legend. But
I don't know about that.
yeah, me neither.
But he was part of Nahala's tribe. Yeah, they moved him up top. And he gestures over to here. I'm going to put an icon there.
Oh, there's a fella.
Don't know what they were making him do.
Yes, man, this is important. Let's say, hypothetically, if everything resets, is there something I can say to you to make you rusty right out of the gate? without having to
mean-
do the whole explanation thing again.
You already said it. You're the son of a good friend.
Oh, that was easier than I thought. As he looks at Ahmed.
So we have these little shortcuts. As you find things like this, or you basically run into events, you can choose to just kind of speed through them, right? Like walk up, hey, I'm gonna do the thing that lets me be friends with him.
Press
Right?
A to skip.
Yeah, press A to skip the cutscene.
Gotcha.
And as you find them, you're actually going to get faster at doing them. So it will give you extra time as you move forward.
Hey, do you know what that little gnome is? Oh, halfling that came out of that hole earlier is?
You're not talking about bingo.
I don't know
No,
anything about it.
No, there's this halfling that came out of that pit where all the bodies were at. In one of the loops, I went down there. He was coming up, so I took him with me, and it seemed like he had a bomb.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't really talk to anybody.
Also, what's with the cage?
Top,
Yeah,
some magic person. She seems rather important. Guards won't let us anywhere near her. And with that, we will cut to the next person. Bingo. You see that halfling.
Yeah.
He kind of looks around, suspicious, and then he begins heading into this
I am
this
gonna
building.
follow after him into that building. I would like to use my sneak so that I can not I'm not gonna just trample behind him, right? Like I'm going
Yeah.
up behind him quietly.
All right. As he opens the door, he's going to see a dead body.
And I'm gonna shove him in.
He gets knocked in.
Quiet. Shh. I grab him. You've got to be quiet. Listen to me. My hands are covered in
fuck.
Aarakocra gruel.
Oh God.
Listen to me.
Oh.
We don't have much time.
Yeah, we don't.
Halfling.
And he looks at the body.
Halfling. Don't worry. He was a rat, but you're not a rat.
No, I'm not a rat.
Of course you're not. You're cool.
Got him. Yeah.
Where'd you get that bomb?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. We're in this together.
I'm gonna need a persuasion roll in this very tense moment.
23. I'm rolling good tonight.
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh yeah, I can trust you. I've been collecting parts
Yeah.
for an explosive. You're right.
Good. Yeah.
It's a rune powder bomb.
A rune pounder bomb.
A rune powder bomb.
A rude powder bomb.
No, a rune powder bomb.
A rune powder bomb.
Can we get off this body, please?"
Yeah, let's go over here, and we go to the side of the body.
And he actually goes over. I've been collecting parts, and he reaches onto the top bunk, which is wet, and you actually notice he is wet.
Why are you all wet? Oh, because you were in
I-
the hole. My
Yes.
buddy told me you were in the hole.
And I was swimming to go get some parts.
For the rune powder bomb.
Yeah,
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to escape, of course.
And take me
once
with you.
Yes. If you would like to go,
Hell yeah.
I was planning on leaving tomorrow. With
Hmm.
the Imperiex coming, I imagine security will be pushed to one side, and I'll make my escape out of one of the tunnels.
That's a good plan. Do you know where
Yes.
these tunnels go?
Well,
What if you blow it up and it doesn't like?
it's better than staying here.
Agreed.
You don't
but, like,
understand. You don't understand.
what do you mean I don't
I
understand?
can't spend another day here.
I've spent my entire life here twice.
You wouldn't get it. And he sort of turns his back to you and he starts fiddling with this bomb.
All right, hey, be careful with that bomb, buddy.
I have a love. You
What?
wouldn't understand. A
Listen,
halfling and a kobold. No one would get it.
more than you might know, my friend. I'm gonna reach into my trousers. Do I have my picture of Bogmerelda, or was that taken as well?
That was taken for everything was taken from you.
Everything was taken from me, but there's a bullywug waiting for me at home.
A bullywug.
Yes, sir. Very similar to your kobolds in many respects.
Yes, amphibians and reptiles are known to be fairly close. Mistaken, even.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we're not half the men that people think we are, huh? He kind of laughs a bit.
Well, we were halflings.
Of course. Well, my name is, I'm Tasser Bogbottom.
And my name is Bingo Bobbins.
It's a pleasure.
I considered lying, but I don't know why that would help.
Listen, you won't remember it this loop. What?
Yeah. I'm going to call myself something different every time.
I'm missing a pretty crucial part to the bomb. It's rather unstable right now. I barely made it out of the water. If it had come in contact with it, it would have blown me sky high.
If it had come in contact with the water?
Yes, rune powder is rather unstable, and the casing I had to make for it is not perfectly sealed. It was enough to let me swim through once, but not a second time. I needed the fuse here.
All right.
And he holds up this little fuse he had under his bed. Now all I need is some way of containing this so we can swim back out to the storage room.
Oh, there's a
Then-
storage room.
Yes, down the hole. Once we're there, we can make ourselves scarce till we get to the outer wall, and hopefully blow a hole and make our escape.
All right. So we need to find something to waterproof that.
Yes, it needs to be in some sort of waterproof container. And preferably not one that allows it to be jostled.
Okay. What about one of them barrels?
It'd be far too large, and we certainly couldn't get it across. And well, it's not like they give us the best barrels in the world. If we could only get over to where the crafting area is.
Where's the crafting area?
It's to the north, up on the upper levels, northeast.
Over here, huh? Up there. That's pretty far.
Yes, I mean, this, of course, if you could make your way back into the storage room, I'm sure there's something in there, but I couldn't find anything with the short time I had. And I'm not just exactly the best sneaker.
Well, I happen to be the best thief who ever lived.
Ah, well,
Maybe we could work
I see.
together next go round. I'll jump in the hole and swim to
Go
the
round?
storage room.
What do you mean by go around? You keep saying these words. And what about the body?
Which body? Oh, that. Oh, don't worry. We'll kill him later next time.
He looks very confused. Well, I mean, if you're willing, but I don't think we have the time.
Oh, we've got nothing but time, my friend. Nothing but time.
We're just in time.
And then I hit him with my
Yeah. The bomb goes off.
Now you sit here with me and wait for my friends to get back with more information.
Okay. As we cut to the next person. Rachel, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, Manticore. What is the Manticore doing in this loop?
Well, Manticore's been trying to the same thing that they've been trying to do, which was just scout out and ascend higher, just to see like what they can figure out. So I'll
You just want to do a general scouting, basically.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 16. 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. Technically, there's supposed to be 26 and 27. And then there's 28, 29, 30. There are 30 of these knock knights around.
Okay.
Is that all?
Is there any one of them that are by themselves?
It doesn't appear so. It appears they're all with at least another one with an eye shot.
Okay.
They are stationed very appropriately to secure this place. Actually, these. No. They're going to be. As you go up, too, one thing you are going to notice is there is quite a few of them over in this section. They seem to not want anyone to come up to this upper ring.
Interesting. These walls here, are there stones that are jutting out from them enough to like
There are.
Run up them? Like steps?
You couldn't run up them like steps unless you had a really good acrobatics check or it was a chunk of it that like kind of made sense. It looks like it is a climb.
Well, lucky for me, I have a really good acrobatics.
Well,
Okay.
as you're sort of patrolling around, because I imagine, is Manticore just kind of getting a lay of like the enemies and stuff this route?
Yeah. Basically, the first step is to get a lay of the space.
Mhm.
The second step is to acquire more information from there. If there's a lot of high security up here, figure out why.
As you are checking out this area, all right, Armed,
See you guys.
I'll see you. As you're checking out this area, one thing you will at least be aware of is the captain tends to make one big loop around before he begins making his way back up to the upper level. That elven woman has made her way down and into whatever this room is here.
Which room? Okay.
This south east room.
Okay.
So by the time you do your first loop, you can see the captain is making his way back up to the upper section.
Okay. in this space, like down, like here,
Yes.
is there enough of a birth of maybe like traffic of at least where running up the wall along parallel there wouldn't attract too much attention?
You can attempt to make a stealth check while doing it.
Okay, here, I'll put myself there while I do that. Here, so first.
25. As you start looking around, people are bustling through it to and fro. You catch a moment where a wagon is kind of coming through, or a cart is coming through here and up here. And that gives you just enough time. You feel like you could sneak up there.
Okay, I'm gonna do so.
I need an athletics check to climb it. 20. Well, that's an acrobatics.
Yeah, didn't you say acrobatics?
I said no, it's an athletics unless it's a
Oh.
specific sort of rock formation.
My bad.
Even better. As you really quickly kip your way up, you don't have hands.
No.
Um,
This is all legwork.
Describe to me how this is supposed to work, actually.
Okay. Basically, my idea was that they would kip from running start, use the wheel, step up, use the cart, step up, use that momentum to maybe take leverage on some side of the wall there.
All right.
Get even higher. Use the ground, use the wheel, use the wagon, get behind the wagon, close to the wall.
All right.
It's basically step.
Kip your way up to the top. There's only a few carts coming through here, so I will say it is pretty noticeable if anyone were to sort of give you a close inspection that you should not be up here.
Okay. At this point then, can I'm going to use my cunning action to be able to take the hide action. And I'm going to cling to the shadows as I will move at half movement to like keep with the.
Which way are you going? North or south?
We're going south.
All right. Sneaking snout.
Sneaking snout. Okay.
Vinny.
Ooh.
14. We will get to that. 14. Vinny.
All right, yeah, I guess I'm gonna. Has Sister Hazel already dropped the emeralds or whatever, or is she still not done that yet?
She is walking out with them, and as she sees you,
Hey, don't
she
drop.
drops them.
Oh. Yeah, let me help you with that, sister. Yeah, I know you remember me, and we had some good times and some bad times. But listen, look, as I'm gonna say as I keep helping her pick up the gemeralds, and yeah, look, yeah, my friends Yazmir and Thorum, they said you were the one I should help, and they also said, yeah, they said, you want to tell me where they are right now?
They're we're leaving. We're trying to escape.
All right.
And as we get out, barely making it, the burning, and she like reaches and grabs her collar.
Yeah, the burning. Yeah, that shit sucks.
We can't leave. We can't leave unless it's gone.
And how do we do that?
Yazmir, he gets out. And Thorum, he does too. The chalk in the glass.
Chalk in the glass. And do you get out? Do I get out?
No, burning.
We just burn?
Yes. It hurts. And she like grabs her head.
You said I'd save you. How do I
Hurts.
save you?
Wait. And she looks up at the cage.
Cage.
Up above at the top of this quarry is the cage with that woman inside of it.
Is it that one by the house, or is that somewhere else? Like this one?
No, it's not on this map. It's
Oh, okay.
basically hanging above this map.
Okay.
There's this large crane and lattice system with a cage that is just hanging above the quarry, and inside of which is a woman.
Is that the one that's 50 feet up? I may have gotten confused earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. You know. You, and she points at your chest. You, and her, and the little, yeah. And she kind of like gestures with her hand, almost like a puppet.
The little one.
She can talk to the little one.
Little.
And you help me.
So you're saying first we gotta get to her, and then I can help you.
Yeah. There. And she points at your shadow. The little one.
Oh, I look at my shadow and it clicks. Fucking dim one, yeah, okay. Gotcha. Hell yeah, Sister Harkle. I don't even think I'll have to kill you again.
What?
Well, you said I killed you before, but I didn't mean to if I did.
Yeah, you. And she like puts her hands on her chest and then sort of opens her hand outward as if you bursted her chest open somehow. The blood sacrifice.
You saying we need a blood sacrifice as part of the escape plan?
No, don't do it. Not again. And she puts her hands on her head.
No, there might be other blood sacrifices around. There's plenty of people.
As if we see Gareth in
Yeah,
the
we
middle of the thing.
But look, hey, yeah, let's get these emeralds where they gotta go, and I'm gonna help her take the gems where they're supposed to go.
Fill it up. And she is going and helping you do this. And as you're all doing this, there's quite a bit of commotion. That cage, Vinny, you see the captain gesturing to some of the knights, and they're all beginning to move around. They go over here and seem to be working some sort of machine.
Over
and
where?
you see that cage is going to be over here to the south west.
Southwest.
They seem to be operating some sort of machine that is causing that crane to move. It kind of turns these two ladders to a direction, and then as they turn it a different way, it begins to move that cage over to here, where it then begins to lower. The captain gesturing as those knights grab that woman and then begin heading back towards the gate.
Vinny will say to Sister Harkle, yeah, I don't suppose that's a good thing for us, is it?
No. She shakes her head.
Kid.
It has gotten rather late, and as this happens, you all get these flashes. That woman leaves. The captain calls all the prisoners to the center. And as she does, or as everyone's sort of gathering up, a blue-haired woman comes through the gate as is called out. Imperatrix Celine has arrived, and you see this woman come out. As she does, she sort of looks over everybody, talks with the captain a bit, and says, as her voice booms out almost magically across the choir, or across the quarry, as she goes, "You have all done spectacular work. Because of your efforts, we have collected more arcane material than we could have ever asked for. But unfortunately, we are in need of another resource. And that resource you will find is very close to you all. But do not worry. As for what you give to the Empire shall give to the world 100-fold. Your souls now," as she lifts her hands up, taking the rod from the captain, and you see prisoner after prisoner burn up from the inside, pop, 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 going through everyone, all of their souls bursting with fire. Leon, at the last moment, you see Yesmir in a panic reach up and grab his collar, and just as hard as he can, with all of his might, it cracks with sparking electricity before he's able to rip it off at the last moment before everything goes dark for you. Unfortunately, Sister Harkle looks at you, Vinny, and goes, "Oh, no, not again." And then everything goes dark. The last thing, Manticore, you see is that woman Redna coming running out in a panic. As she goes, "It's gone, fuck, it's gone, fuck it." But unfortunately, everything goes dark for you too, as you all die. And that
Many
is the
such
end
cases.
of tonight's session. Welcome to the past. And I had cool music I was gonna play, but I lost it. I can't find it. I was gonna play this one.
Hell yeah. It's
All right,
a
guys.
crazy time mystery.
Here's
Yeah,
what I think
I
we
hope-
should do with my
Hope you
bomb.
kept notes.
Here's what I think we
Oh,
should
I
do
kept
with my
notes.
bomb. Manticore,
Yes.
I'm gonna make the bomb with the Hobbit. I'm gonna give you the bomb. You're gonna climb up here and you're gonna blow up that bitch.
I'm a, what, Redna or Imperiex?
Imperatrix.
I don't think I can. I might be able to get to Imperatrix fast enough, but let's be honest, they're the ones with the buttons. We are not.
Well, if we get up
Oh.
there before she shows up, we could put it like in this building, and then
We could use
Blow
that
'em
to
up.
get the woman in the cage.
I will let you know right now. Manticore could probably get up there fast enough. Whether or not they live is another thing.
So you guys know that at least the way this loop is, the moment she shows up, she kills every prisoner in this quarry.
yeah. So we definitely got to not let her show up.
Well, we could work together because she's missing something and she was panicking. We
That
need to
was
find
Red.
out what was missing.
Yeah, Redna's missing something.
That was the quartermaster who was missing something.
Yeah, the Night Fear. So if we figured that out, I'm afraid to say this, guys, but we may not want to keep killing that blonde rat.
Do you think that he might know something?
I think we waste too much time on him.
Well, we might
Yeah.
see how he tries
Maybe
to
we-
go to
as
get
we-
to Thorum to see if we can get to Thorum just by following him or something, or I don't know.
Maybe as we're running past him, we can just give him I can give him a quick shiv. Or no, he's got the shiv.
Yeah.
He does
We
have
probably-
a shiv.
we
I'd have
probably
to
need
pick
to-
his pockets first and then shiv him. That would take too long.
Shivved with my own shiv.
Just pick his
I'm a
pocket and let him
shiv,
walk.
man.
Just pick his pocket and let him walk.
Yeah.
We might be able to get your giant pal Ysmir to maybe break our collars. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that was only a last ditch to save himself kind of a thing. But
Yeah.
might be worth trying.
Leon gets the impression that it was his will was so strong not to die
Okay.
that he was able to conjure some sort of thing to help him break out of it.
Yeah. Well, I can try on the night
Hey.
on the next cycle.
We haven't tried hitting each other in the necks with pickaxes yet, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Let me try. As
Yeah.
he goes up to Bingo.
It cuts to all of you just dead.
Because Leon's standing over us with a pickaxe, and the rest of us are all dead. And
He's
then
trying to
Garen
go and
walks
try to
in.
rip off the thing.
Vinny, it cuts to Vinny on the ground dead with a pickaxe in his head because Bingo missed.
I'll let you know right now, Manticore doesn't even flinch.
Try to rip the thing off the neck. What's that? What's that pure save?
I need a strength save.
Cool. Fuck. No.
As you pull it off, you see the runes on it glow, and everything goes black.
So there was like a little potential hint of a thing of her like dying and the glyph fading. So maybe there's a way to like, I don't know, fake death or only like temporarily die in the moment. I don't know.
Well, so
I
one
mean-
thing you do know is that when you guys killed Gareth, his runes on his neck thing still stayed activated. Hers, when she died in front of you, you saw them fade once she was dead.
Hey guys, take a real close look at Bingo's collar real quick, okay? We got a few seconds. He's just gonna go and snap his neck.
Bingo's neck.
we continue to kill each other for several
For
more
science.
iterations.
Here's the funny part. This was the first one. I didn't tell you guys. This is the first thing he did. No. But as Bingo lies limp, everything goes black, betrayed by your greatest friend. You see that the runes are still glowing, even though Bingo is dead.
I don't know why I thought it would work. I completely forgot that everything resets upon one of our deaths.
And then as you guys are like chatting this up, that halfling comes walking and he goes, "Oh fuck!" And he throws the bomb and it blows up, kills all of you.
Love it.
Yeah, I thought this was a cool way of doing something different.
Guys, I gotta tell you something. Leon pours his heart out. Like deep emotional scars.
Yeah,
breaks
stuff about his
Bingo's neck.
past.
Breaks his neck.
Breaks his own neck.
Resets everything.
But here's the thing, Bingo remembers all of it. Like, you guys do remember from cycle to cycle.
No!
Bingo, you get advantage on insight checks against Leon's past. Now, because he told you all this, like, deep personal stuff about him.
You know, you guys got real lousy aim.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm really insecure, you know? It's not even a dick thing. But it could be a dick thing. You never know.
You know, we do not think it is quite this dick thing that you are saying.
How many times have we reset so far?
At least twice.
We need to.
No,
one of these times, we
done it
need to
Deja
like
vu.
tie pickaxes or something to Manicore's nubs.
There is a timeline where you guys tied a bunch of pickaxes to Bingo and hurled him at the Imperiax at the last moment, where he was instantly incinerated.
What if we? Okay, all right. How about we get the shiv, and then I toss Bingo up at the captain.
Yeah, well, how can we get that rod from him? That might help.
Well, I throw Bingo with a shiv at him.
Yeah, the rod is
Well-
super not important.
What if we
guys.
let
Don't
Bingo
even worry about it.
sneak and sneak and steal it from
Well,
him
here
or
it-
something?
Here is idea. Here is idea. If you push that man down hole again, and we do it like that, he is over here asking questions about
Drag.
how to get what happened. I could run with Shiv, or we could I could run with Shiv and try to slice.
Oh, we
Okay.
gotta have Bingo poop on it first. It gotta be a poopy knife, you know?
Poop knife.
Get some poison damage.
Yeah.
We do not feel as if excrement near our mouth is good.
I mean, that
I think
seems
it's just-
reasonable. It seems like a reasonable position to take.
Somewhat, yeah. You can't falter.
And I mean,
Do the ox carts have drivers, or are they just like letting the oxes roll around?
They have like people are mushing them around.
Okay.
Like I didn't want to have 1,000,000 tokens on this map because it's so big to begin with.
Yeah.
But there is at least 250 like prisoners in and out, like or slaves in and out of these tunnels and around.
I wonder.
They're just not so much on this top layer. It's only like a select few up there.
I
Everyone
wonder
else
if
is in
that-
line.
well leads to the knife-eared person, because this guy's been stealing shit, and it seems like a quartermaster would have everything you need to make a runic bomb.
Yeah, that might be the storage area that it leads to.
Keep them notes, man. Keep them notes.
We got a
That's
recording.
all
We got a recording if
Yeah,
you
we
need
have
to
the
review.
recording.
is very.
Review the tape.
Go to
Read
the
the
tape.
Next iteration, me and Manticore, I can take Manticore into the hole and bring her to where it leads.
I've been wanting to do a time loop thing for so long. This is so cool. I got like a whole list of everything that's happening and what times they're all happening at.
We could do that, Manticore, do that for a loop.
We could. So we are not opposed to this. We
Oh
have
wait,
done it before.
no, you're not as useful. I'd have to ding Bingo, because he's got arms.
I do have arms.
Yeah.
No dick, but arms.
Then
Well, what
perhaps we could.
My dick was an immovable rod, and
was prosthetic.
counted as an item, so it got taken.
Yeah, hey,
Oh.
Manticore, maybe you could get up there to Thorum and see what he's got to say.
I mean, that is easy. That is easy enough. We just need to leave the annoying one alive.
Yeah.
Bingo?
No, the other one.
Me?
No, the other one.
Oh, don't
Ahmed?
do that to Ahmed, yeah.
No. No. The one that comes in and is
Oh, the leader of the
Why are you not that close?
rebellion. Yeah, him.
da.
Yeah.
Because Manticore climbed up here already, you've already done that thing. You don't have to make that check again. I'm just gonna put a little check mark next to that part of the wall.
Oh, so like they know when to get.
You
up
know the
there.
exact steps and you know exactly when to hop up there. In the same way that like Bingo, when that halfling comes up, you can basically talk him into helping you, right?
Yeah.
We can go through all of that, as quickly as you need. Well, as quickly as is feasible, right?
I think the next loop, me and Bingo go down the hole.
Yeah, we go to the storage area. I try to find some
Yeah.
whatever he's missing. which was
A waterproof vessel
Piece.
container thing.
yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
had that already.
Well, he had
No,
one,
he-
but it wasn't very good.
It wasn't very good. Because to sneak out, he needs to go back into the storage room, but he didn't have much time to do it. So he basically got his parts, swam away, and then he needed to come back to his bed to get the last part so he could assemble the thing. But he doesn't
Right.
have a good enough seal on the rune powder
Yeah.
that when he swims through again, it will come into contact
Explode.
with water and blow up. Which is why when you took him and swam back in, it just blew up. So he needs some sort of way of containing it. Or, I mean, in theory, guys, if you talk him into using it in a different place, or if you could get him into the storage room without swimming there. Like, I tried to make it, like, pretty open-ended.
Like Splinter Cell.
But all of these things take time. So, like, other things will be happening.
Yeah, we kill him.
Kill Gareth again. I imagine you guys are gonna come through with like a perfect loop, and Gareth isn't dead, and you'll shoot him on the way out.
We'll have to. We can't
No.
get out without killing Garen. You know, it just wouldn't be right.
Don't.
No,
You
we're
guys are
about to
leaving?
complete it, but we're just like, shit, we didn't get him. Fuck, and just break Bingo's neck again just to reset everything.
Or what if we do complete and we get out and then it's like he's even if we don't have to kill each other, but it just turns out that like him being alive resets the loop.
No. As he dies, bleeding on the ground, he says, "Oh, I should have gone with my modern name or my mother's name that she had given me, Ben." And then he dies, and you've altered the future. No, I'm just joking.
Oh man.
Dark Lord Ben.
Yeah.
Before I hop off, can I ask a question? Because I was watching the Nox around.
Yeah.
Okay. Knowing Manticore understands their own body.
Mm-hmm.
Observing the Nox, does it look like it's possible to connect their arms to themselves?
Ooh.
You feel like it's pretty feasible because they're moving through arcane means.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane mechanical means, which is basically how your arms operated. Now, how you're gonna
man.
rip the arms out of somebody like a robot if you don't have arms is kind of good. It's gonna be a
You guys
quite
had
a
all Gil's
feat.
mementos stolen from you.
Yeah. All
Alright,
of Gil's
guys.
mementos.
I'm hopping out.
Dick.
All right, guys.
The 2 arms.
Have a good night.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more from the Adventurers Landing.